is like one of the creepiest looking monkeys I've ever seen. It has like black sclera, but like normal human irises. And it's just like grinning at the camera. So I don't know of all the animal pictures why they chose that. I'm guessing it's because it has some interesting fact, but number 1. The loudest animal in the world is a mere 2-centimeter long prawn. The pistol shrimp is capable of snapping its claws shut so rapidly it creates a bubble which collapses to produce a sonic blast louder than a Concorde sonic boom, which I'm guessing that a Concorde is like a supersonic airliner. Yeah, it's a plane. It says that the shock wave can reach 230 decibels, also louder than the sound of a gunshot. The imploding bubble for split seconds also generates temperatures of 4,400 degrees Celsius, nearly as hot as the sun, killing its prey. I just think, like, I'm sure these things, like, live, you know, in the ocean, but, like, if one was, like, in a tide pool, and then it just snapped while you were just chilling on the beach, like, right next to you, you'd be like, holy shit, what was that? You would think someone was shooting at you or something. Okay, fact number 2. Flamingos are not pink. They are born gray. Their diet of brine shrimp and blue-green algae contains a natural pink dye called canthaxanthin that makes their feathers pink. Flamingos in zoos often lost their coloring until zookeepers supplemented their diets. That's interesting. It makes me wonder, can I look up a picture if I type up gray flamingo? Oh yeah. It just makes them look much more like some regular bird. Okay. Number 3. Otters hold hands while sleeping so they don't float away from each other. And they have a little picture, a little gif of them holding hands. It's cute. Number 4. Hummingbirds are the only known birds that can also fly backwards. They often do this when retreating away from flowers. I always thought hummingbirds were super cool because of like how insanely fast they move. Cause I know there's been times like I've seen a hummingbird, but at first it it was just like something moving like super fast past my face, and I was like, holy crap, what is that? But yeah, very majestic. Number 5, dolphins use toxic pufferfish to quote-unquote get high. This I knew. I feel like everyone's heard of this fact before. Dolphins deliberately handle pufferfish, causing them to release toxins as a defense mechanism. These toxins can be deadly in high doses, but also have a narcotic effect and are powerful hallucinogenic, which dolphins appear to enjoy. And then they have a video, and the thumbnail, this dolphin, like you can tell it's high, like from, like just the look on its face. It's just funny. Documentary witnessed them passing around pufferfish in a pod before floating just underneath the water's surface, apparently mesmerized by their own reflections afterwards. Sorry, I had to take my extra. I had a long sleeve on, and it's getting too stuffy in here. Okay, number 6. The inland taipan, also known as the western taipan, is the most venomous snake in the world. A single bite contains enough venom to kill at least 100 fully grown men, and can kill within just 30 minutes if left untreated. They very rarely ever come into contact with humans, however. Every reliable identification of a snake bite victim from an inland taipan have been herpetologists when handling or studying the snakes. They have all survived due to successful treatment with antivenom. Wow, that's crazy. Number 7. The world's deadliest animal isn't a shark, bear, or tiger, but something far smaller, the mosquito. Mosquito outnumber every other animal in the world, apart from ants and termites. They can also be found in nearly every part of the world, which all add up in the risk they pose to humans. Okay, now they just keep. I might skip some because it's a bunch of bug facts. Oh, maybe I'll just skip to number 9. The shortest living animal in the world is the mayfly. Its entire adult lifespan is just 24 hours. The mayfly reproduces and dies during a short 24-hour life. Some species of mayfly only live for 8 to 10 hours. Although they have the shortest adult lifespan, they actually exist as a nymph in the water, from 3 to 7 years, depending on species. That's weird. So basically, like, most of their life, they're adolescent, and then they just become adult flies just so they can do the dirty, reproduce, and then die. to shoot blood from its own eyes up to a distance of 3 feet. The rather bizarre and disgusting act is a defensive mechanism to confuse predators. Their blood contains a chemical that is noxious to predators, and this isn't its only trick. The short-horned lizards are also capable of inflating their bodies up to twice their size to scare anything away. They have a video. You can see it shooting the blood out of its eyeball. What is noxious? So I wonder how poisonous their blood is. It doesn't really give any more facts. Number 11, roosters prevent themselves from going deaf due to their own loud crowing by tilting their head back when they crow, which covers their ear canal completely, serving as a built-in earplug. A study showed that their crowing averages over 100 decibels, which is roughly the same as running a chainsaw. So if they don't tilt their heads back when they crow, they would just make themselves go deaf. That is so silly. Number 12. Little is known about the elusive giant squid. However, the largest squid ever found measured over 50 feet and weighed nearly a ton. To put that in perspective, that's bigger than a bus. Jeez, yeah, that's a big boy. Number 13. The pangolin is able to roll up into an armor-plated ball so lions can't eat them. If only this worked for poachers who simply pick them up when they roll into a ball. Yeah, for people who don't know, a pangolin, it looks kind of like, it's the same idea as like a armadillo, except for like armadillo armor, it's got that like pill shape to it, or it's like a solid piece, rounded piece on both sides, and then it's like, looks like an accordion in the middle, A pangolin is the one, it looks like armadillo, except like it has scales. It looks like it's wearing its own scale mail armor. So, honestly, they look cooler than armadillos. And they have a video here of, you can see a pangolin protecting itself from a lion. Number 14, koalas can sleep for up to 22 hours a day. Holy shit. 22 hours. So they only awake for 2 hours. Probably just to eat. They just stretch, eat some food, and then holy shit. Koala need more sleep than most animals because their diet of eucalyptus leaves contains toxins and are very low in nutrition and high in fibrous matter, so they take a large amount of energy to digest. That's crazy. Number 15. Swifts spend most of their lives flying in the air and can fly for almost an entire year without ever landing. What? a swift stopped for just 2 hours. There's no way, dude. That's insane. I feel like there's that one Pokemon is based off of these birds. Or maybe it's based off of a swallow. Swift or swallow, they look very similar. That's so crazy. I can't imagine flying for that long. Like a road trip. I go on a road trip for several hours and I'm exhausted, and it's just sitting and driving in a car. Anywho, next one. Number 16. Even after having its head cut off, a cockroach can still live for weeks. Even stranger, a cockroach's head can actually survive by itself for a few hours too. Oh god, that's so creepy. You know what, that just made me think, like, there needs to be, if it doesn't already exist, like some horror movie about this, like, mutated cockroach species that's just like that to the extreme. But also they like climb in people's ears and eat their brains. Is this not relaxing? I'm sorry. I'll behave. I'll be a good boy. Number 17. A group of parrots is known as a pandemonium. And the collective noun for porcupines is a prickle. That's great. I like both of those. 18. Cows poo up to 15 times a day, which can be as much as 115 pounds of manure per day, or approximately 21 tons per year. The large quantities are often put to good use though, manure to fertilizer, to fuel, or biogas to create electricity and heat for developing parts of the world. Dude, 115 pounds of manure is like heavier than, like, I would say even some adults. Like those, like, people who are like 4'11" or something. Like skinny people who are 4'11" probably weigh like 115 pounds. That's crazy. A common garden snail they have 14,000 teeth. What the heck? Their microscopic teeth are called radula, and some species actually have over 20,000 teeth. Okay, so like, I guess their whole teeth system, it's more like, I guess they have like a mouth of sandpaper, basically. Do they eat just by like grinding, pretty much, or something? Number 20, a blue whale's tongue can weigh as much as a car, or a small adult elephant. A blue whale's tongue of 188 years in May 1965. Number 22. The fastest land animal on the planet is a cheetah. Okay, good bro. I think most people know that one. It can reach speeds of up to 75 miles per hour. But then under this they say the peregrine falcon is the fastest bird with a diving speed of 242 miles per hour. The fastest animal in horizontal flight is the Brazilian free-tailed bat, which can reach speeds of 100 miles per hour. The sailfish and the black marlin are joint fastest sea animals, and they can swim 22 miles per hour. I have to look up this Brazilian free-tailed bat, because a bat moving at 100 miles per hour is pretty crazy. Yeah, it kind of just looks like a normal bat. They're small, they just like fit in the palm of your hand. But if that goes 100 miles per hour past your face, you'd be like, what the heck? Baby elephants suck their trunks for comfort. Just like babies and young children suck their thumbs. And they show a little baby elephant sucking on its trunk. It's cute. Alright, number 24. The Nile crocodile's jaws can apply 5,000 pounds of pressure per square inch, the strongest bite of any animal in the world. A human's jaw produces 100 pounds of pressure per square inch. In comparison, a Nile crocodile's bite is 10 times more powerful than that of a great white shark. Yeah, so basically if they nab you like you're cooked, you're kickity cooked, bro. Number 25. Axolotl are able to regenerate lost limbs and body organs. Oh, this I knew already. Mexican walking fish can regrow the same limb up to 5 times and even regenerate parts of its brain. That's pretty cool. I wish I could regenerate parts of my brain, because I think there are parts of my brain that need to be regenerated. To be honest. But yeah, I think we're gonna stop here, and this will be a continuing series of animal facts with Darksea. So I hope that was relaxing. If there's any, maybe there is some that I should have skipped, like the lizard shooting blood out of its eyeball, or talking about mosquitoes and stuff, but I'll try and skip ones that are maybe too creepy, you know? Like if they have any other super creepy bug ones, because I want to keep it relaxing. or something.